Hello, everyone. That's what you call a false start. That is just perfect. I have no idea why my game crashed. Huh? Anyways, I've probably spent 8 hours today trying to set this up. And for some reason, when everything is done and dusted, the game just decided to crash. I do hope it did crash just for me. Gotta check on my Discord just to see if it's working for anyone else. One sec. Anyways, you guys have no idea how tedious of a process it was to get this server running. I spent, not gonna lie, I started like with the morning coffee, and it's what? It's almost 7 p.m. my time. Granted, I was doing different things in between. Oh, Big Glock, I'm so happy that it's working for you. So it's just my problem. Now I have to figure out what is my problem. But look, worst case, if it's not gonna work for me, I mean, as long as it's working for you, then that's most important. Anyways, guys, I did mention that in the past multiple times. I am having my own server. I'm doing my best to make it functional. To keep the game exciting. The first iteration of the server was just pure vanilla. This time I did tweak some of the game settings. I've also started to add mods. I've got some quality of life mods in. I've got some car mods in. The server is currently able to host up to 16 players. If by any chance we'll ever need more, then I'm gonna be like accommodating more players. I'm just gonna up the subscription. Playing on the server is completely free. I'm not like, it's all good as long as you guys enjoy it. Okay, I'm gonna try and log into it one more time. Yeah, so it works for you guys. It doesn't work for me, which is like bollocks. But I'm trying to connect now again. So, the reason that I scheduled this stream is because I wanted to hype up the launch of the server, you know, like to have as many people as possible. 16 people at all times, that would be amazing. If I'm gonna be running on 16 all the time, then I'm gonna increase to 32. You never know what's gonna happen, right? And yeah, and like with everything in life, you want things to go well, and things tend to play a trick. Okay, it's launching again. Let's see if I can get the game to work. Fingers crossed. Come on there. Keep going. Map chunks are loading. Almost there. Loading the world. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm actually sweating. This is crazy. I had to open my window. And it's just for context, it's like negative 10 degrees Celsius outside. Because it just felt really hot here. It doesn't look optimistic. I think it's gonna crash again. Why is my game not working? Oh, it's working! It's actually working. We're in. Let's go. Is it working? It is working. All right. Good stuff. Sheesh. Oh, that is just a huge relief. You guys have no idea. Anyways, I really wanted to do this today because I am home alone. My wife left for the weekend. I have nothing to do. I have nothing to talk to. I mean, nobody to talk to except my dogs. Now, the issue with my dogs is that they will probably not be able to answer back. So I figured I'm gonna spend the evening with you guys. But the stream itself, it's not gonna be incredibly long. I do need to finish in roughly 90 minutes. Because that is when my dogs have their regular walks. I am in my favorite vanilla spawn point, which is Riverside. I told you I'm not gonna tell you where I'm spawning. We will... hold on, guys. I'm gonna hop on Discord also. I just gotta make sure that... Hey, guys. Can you hear me? Awesome. Awesome. That's me, indeed, yes. So I'm actually on my Discord. So, guys, you're gonna probably... what I need to do is I need to put on, like, set up push to talk. One sec, guys, because you're just gonna go crazy with me yapping all the time on stream. Really? Alright. Well, we have a saying in Poland that if you... if somebody is not able to recognize you, then you are going to be... rich. Hey, where the hell is push to talk? I do indeed. What is push to talk? It used to be somewhere easy to find. Oh, look, accents don't matter as long as you're able to communicate with one another. Oh, there it is. Why is that? Don't be nervous. All right, so I've managed to set up push to talk, so you guys will now. I'm gonna be able to communicate with you guys without like speaking all the time over the people on Discord. Anyways, like what I've mentioned before, if you want to join, it's really easy. Ooh. So I'm in Riverside, guys. Oh, so like at the opposite side of the city, actually. I am right next to the junkyard. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but each one of you gets a plushie at the beginning of the game. Exactly. This is for your comfort. I figured it's gonna be a nice touch. So I guess what I'm gonna try and do is... it's actually not a bad location to begin with, where I spawned. Yeah, basically all the zombie traits are set to random. There is only one thing in the zombie settings that is not random, and that is 1 percentage point of a sprinter chance. Gotta clear these out. It seems so for now. I'm actually, my intention is to head to, obviously to the farm, because that's one of my favorite locations. I am so happy that I managed to get the mods working. You guys cannot even imagine. I've had like a few that I tried. I had so many attempts to really get mods working. The server was crashing. I spent hours trying to, like, you know, tweak the... Oh, that's sweet, actually. Oh, it's a shame it doesn't have gas. I spent hours trying to, you know, like, set up everything, and after I, like, was halfway through it, the game just decided to crash. I had to wipe all the settings, start over again. Then I started to add mods individually one by one. It was just... I've literally spent the entire day doing this. Not that I had anything else to do. It was a great thing, like, great way to fill my day. Though I must say, I also did some cooking. So guys, what's the plan? What do you want to do? That is... Survive is actually a pretty decent plan. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, keep in mind that the zombie population is set too high. I mean, it can't be too easy, right? Look, I mean... Exactly, I mean, it's just you know, it's just pixels dying, it's not you. It's urban focused, yeah. Which one? I haven't really, like, explored the Muldrow area. It's one of the only cities that I avoid in Build 42. And just to give some more context, it's not that I feel it's not fun or anything. It's just when I was playing Build 41, I mean, my entire life was in Muldrow, and I figured I need to mix things up, so... In fact, if I was to say what's the best location, I mean, my favorite city right now, it would absolutely be Irvington. Well, you can if you add, you know, those extra spawn points, which I didn't add, by the way. So I'm not streaming the Discord audio, obviously, in the stream, guys, for obvious reasons. But if you want us, like if you want to hang out, talk to me or the other like folks that are playing right now on the server, like feel free to join. And I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'll just try and see if the farmhouse is like livable. It's not too crowded with zombies, and you know, oftentimes you can find some really cool loot over there. Oh, and one more thing, guys. The transmission is set to saliva only, so scratches and lacerations are safe. Cows and bulls. That's lovely. Larsich! Good evening to you! Jesus, I haven't seen you in, again, like a month or something. You know, multiplayer is actually becoming playable. We have mods now. The game doesn't crash that much. I am actually almost at the farm. I am walking towards the farm right now. I am crossing that barn, which is out just a bit outside of the farm, like for the intersection. Happy New Year to you as well. Hey, hey. I am in an incredibly heated situation right now, so like, give me a moment. So the farm that I am actually trying to get to is, again, this is not something you haven't seen before. This is my classic location for Riverside. Maybe I should actually go somewhere else in order to mix the game up a little bit. But just for starters, I'm just gonna see what's happening over here. And we'll see what's the plan later. Oh, a leather coat. That's nice. I could use that. One, I don't like farming that much. I mean, nobody like forces you to farm. It's just like an excellent location in general, to just live and hang out. It's close to some really valuable loot locations, like that, like warehouse complex, which is just outside. Like, it's not even a minute drive. And the farming is a bonus. I mean, I started to really enjoy farming. I was mentioning that in one of the previous streams that I think they really fixed farming in many cases. It was very like choppy. A lot of plants were dying all the time, and right now it feels a bit more under control. But like, it's not for everyone. If you don't like farming, you can take care of animals, and if you don't like to take care of animals, you can just be our resident, you know, blacksmith or something. That's why Build 42 is so amazing, because it gives you all these opportunities. You should like try and play with us from time to time. The server is now gonna be up at all times. I did set the server in a way, guys, that if there is nobody online, the time should technically stop. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna work. We will probably need to test it out. But I think that's actually a good option, because, you know, otherwise, you know, generators keep on running and stuff. I did reduce the generator fuel consumption massively. I reduced it by factor of 4. So like, it shouldn't be a huge problem, but still. Just a generator. The gas consumption for cars is set as default, but I did set unlimited fuel in the fuel pumps, so we should never run out. I haven't checked the updates for PC in a long time. Nobody knows when the full release is coming. Like, if you want to like hear my opinion, my expert opinion on this topic, which is I am not an expert on this topic. I can just speculate, but I am speculating that we're gonna get one more update to the game, which is going to be 42.14. And that will be the last unstable update, and after that we are going to get the stable version of the game. But that is just my guesstimation. in order to like have sprinters, you would have to be incredibly unlucky. In fact, I did set the sprinters in the previous like server, but for some reason they didn't spawn at all. So like it's set in the game settings, but it might be that it's not gonna work. We'll see. I haven't encountered a single one yet, so just so you know. Why do I think there will be another update? Because I think the multiplayer was released in a bit of a hurry. It wasn't released as a fully functional and stable version of the game. So I am expecting that right now this is just like a massive beta test of multiplayer. They are definitely collecting player feedback. And once they get that and collect it and they fix all the issues, then they would probably release one more iteration of the game with all those bugs fixed in order to check if anything else is like broken, and after that only we get the full version. But again, this is just a guesstimation. I don't have like any links to people in Indie Stone. I don't think anyone has, apart from like the actual staff. Foraging is actually one of the easiest skills to level up in general, because you can do it like just by doing anything else, right? If you're going somewhere, just forage and keeping in mind that it's gonna like tire out your character, right? So there's gonna be like a stamina impact. Those black work boots, I guess. I heard ages ago that after the multiplayer release, it won't be long before the full version came out. I hope so, because I mean, if you think about it from the perspective of the game build, you're already having majority of the functions like working. Guys, look at this. I actually have a generator in the barn. Sandow, you need to come to me because I found a generator in the barn right next to the farm. Like, how lucky can you get, right? So going back to what I was saying, once you've got the old like major functions of the game already set up, everything is more or less tested in single player. Now what they are trying to do is like replicate everything into multiplayer. But there is there are still things they need to do. I mean, for example, right now what we don't have is nice. What we don't have right now is we don't have the ragdoll mechanics at all in multiplayer. And this is probably one of the hardest things to figure out. I mean, if I can imagine the ragdoll mechanic with multiple players playing at the same time, that could be so difficult to manage from the perspective of backend. That's probably something they are looking into. And look, I've noticed like multiple really annoying bugs in the game, like the workstations just freezing, right? So you invest all your time into like trying to get blacksmithing to work, and you start to like do blacksmithing, and after like one craft the workstation just bugs out and it doesn't work anymore. So these are serious issues which they need to solve. I'm definitely expecting that before they solve them, there's gonna be, I mean, they will solve them, they will release one more update at least, and only afterwards we're gonna get a stable version. What was that? I am like exactly at the farm, just trying to clear it from zombies. Oh, I see you in the car. Well, the problem is that all the windows are closed. I don't want to break them. But we will see. I mean, like, I'm hoping for I'm inside. So Big Glock, the fact that I am using the health bars, some people call it cheating, but I actually have a very good explanation on why I don't consider that to be cheating, if you're interested. When you're fighting someone, hand-to-hand combat, you can easily see what kind of damage you are landing, right? So if you would hit someone with a baseball bat, like smack them right in the face, you would see if the hit that you landed on that like character, person, zombie, how much damage it did. Did you break the jawbone or something? So some people call using the health bars as cheating, but I think like lore-wise it's explainable. I just want to I want to settle into the house on the right. I don't like this one. I like the one with the basement. And I don't know, like I want to find some guns. Do you have a sewing? Can you leave it in the base, please? Because I actually have the sewer trade, so I'm happy to patch up my clothes. Anything else you guys need patching up, love to do that. Yeah, thank you. I think like this justifies from the perspective of the game mechanic, right? You are physically able to see what kind of damage you are doing just purely by looking at the opponent that you are fighting. So there is no point in not being able to assess that, at least with the health bar. But guys, I mean, feel free to disagree with me. Like, you're entitled to your own opinion. I am, however, like reluctant to talk about multi-hit because I used to use multi-hit a lot, and then I stopped using multi-hit and I enjoy the game much more without multi-hit. I wouldn't consider using multi-hit as cheating, but it's far more rewarding, in my opinion, to play without multi-hit. So anyways, there is actually 14 of you today. I like, for an unscheduled stream on a Saturday, that's actually quite a lot, considering my channel. So if any of you guys would like to play on my server, you gotta hop onto my Discord and you'll find all the details there. Hey, frying pan is a great weapon. Okie dokie. I don't think I'm gonna be staying here, actually. I think I'm gonna go to Irvington. I think what I want to go is I want to go to Irvington, to one of the houses like at the outskirts of the city. It's gonna be far away from everyone. It's not like we don't want to play with you. It's just that's a great location. Don't force anything. Like, you know, it's supposed to be a fun video game. We're doing this for fun, so just do whatever like makes you enjoy. What I can see is, at least for, like, looking at it right now, it does seem a bit more stable than in the first time that I set it up. It's probably just coincidence because there were no updates to the game at all, so there shouldn't be any impact the stability of the game, but it feels good. Anyways, if you guys are wondering about the settings of the on it, if you guys are wondering about some of the settings that I have, it's a high population urban focused, with reduced fuel consumption for generators. I'm not gonna tell you about water and electricity shutoff. This is a secret. Also, I think what's worth mentioning is that the heli event is set to sometimes, so there's gonna be more than one helicopter event. I do have a 1% sprinter setting on top, so we will see. And that hammer is bugged, my friend. You cannot pick it up. But you missed the Hotties magazine, the bathroom. Yeah, play it slow. Take it one at a time. I already checked out the other house, but only the downstairs. I didn't go upstairs. That is a great question, Big. I don't know, Big Glock. That is a great... Does anyone know? Does anyone know how heli works in multiplayer? I mean, my understanding is that the heli is timed to the server time, right? So it would affect the people who are online at the time that it takes place on the server. That's my understanding. So it wouldn't be tied directly to your character because the heli like takes place in a specific time that it takes place. And the server has its own time, right? So it's just running. So you can log in, you can log out, somebody else logs in, the time keeps on running. So you might actually miss a heli event if you don't log in. But that's just how I understand the mechanic. Now, it could be different. So if I am wrong, guys, and you know the answer to the question, post it in the comments, please. That's M998. That is the Humvee. But there is no Humvee anywhere, right? So it's a key to a non-existing car. How much fuel did you have? Right, so we gotta hit the gas station before we head out. We wanna go? I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm just gonna put all the food in the freezer in case somebody comes here. Nice. Yo, that's actually pretty good. You said you don't know how to fight zombies. Come on, you were bullshitting us. Ah, you do it. I trust you. That's good. That's good. So guys, let me know. Did you try multiplayer already? I know that Big Glock did. Yeah, I think Riverside gas station is the closest one. It's probably gonna be... There's gonna be a lot of zombies there, but it's fine. We'll manage. We can try. They could have guns. Okay, we're gonna see if we're gonna find some firearms. Deputy's vehicle and a police squad car. That's actually looking promising. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yes, it is intentional. I don't want to, I didn't want to, do too much. Because, you guys would just get too much noise. So I left it like, it's not like that I don't trust the people who are on voice. Like I have like complete trust. It's just it would be very, it would be all like you guys get a lot of noise, and I don't think that's something that I would want you to be like. I don't want you guys to like go crazy after 5 minutes. It's enough for me to go crazy. No weapons, just some, I got some ammo, but 9mm rounds and shotgun shells. Yeah, I see Western, but some. So that's basically why. I hate that when it happens. I really hate that. I like this clean toolbar, clean hotbar mode. It's very nice. It shows you not only the condition of the item but also the ammo that you have. It's very like useful. Oh shit! I don't have a magazine for this one. That sucks. Oh, sweet. We didn't take the car key, right? It's not out of the realm of possibility that that car key was actually to this Humvee. I'm gonna see the condition of the Humvee. 1 sec. Yo, this is actually my favorite car, guys. It's busted. Yep. So how does the multiplayer work? Does everyone need to download the mods themselves? Yes, basically what the server does is the server like defines the mod list to be used, and like the mods are local. So you don't need to know the mod list in advance. You don't need to like prepare any mod list, because the moment you actually try to join, there's gonna be like a message saying that you are missing mods, and there's going to be a very simple option to install them. Yo, there is a lot of them here. Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. I just made that rookie mistake here. I am fighting with carrying way too much equipment with me. I should have left that in the car. It's just stupid what I've done. Let's eat. It's gonna help. I am incredibly tired. Not yet, not yet. Oh, Jesus. I'm dead. I just played like a complete idiot here. I'm gonna respawn in Riverside again. Yeah, so that like the issue that the mistake that I've done, I shouldn't have like fought with everything in my with all these items that I've had. I forgot I don't have a bag. It was just all misplayed very badly. That's okay. We try again. I'm actually super close to the gas station. So that was really bad. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. And that's the thing, you can have over 1,000 hours in this game and you can still make really like dumb mistakes. Oh shit! There's 2 of them here. Look at this. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. We're all good here now. We're all fine here now, thank you. How are you? Is that even possible? You don't know the way to Irvington. Oh, then I guess I'm driving. It will be safer, you say, okay. It's not bad. So we're driving to Irvington, guys. A long drive, but a pleasant drive. Do I have plans to make new videos? Actually, I have plenty of plans. The problem is that I am working so much. Ever since I got a job, and then like the channel started to be affected a little bit when I got the job in June. And when I switched my role in like mid-November, and I really started to have a lot of work. I barely have any time to do anything right now. I mean, I do have time, but the thing is when I finish work, my brain is usually so fried, to be very blunt, that I have no energy to do anything except just relaxing. So it might sound like a shitty excuse. Maybe it is a bit of an excuse on my behalf, but it's just usually that I am just always like really tired. I hope it's gonna change. I hope it's just, you know, the fact that we have so much work right now is great, that we have a lot of work. But at some point it should get better, because essentially I started a new team. It's like a new team all in all. We are like doing a lot of process design, figuring out how to work, and I don't want to bore you with corporate talk, but it's what usually happens at early stages. I hope it's gonna get better at some point. That's how you drive, guys. Yeah, but look, it's all busted. Unless you want to check for the loot. So going back to what I was saying, I would love to do more videos. I have some cool ideas. It's just that I like, barely have any energy to do so. So basically nothing. Did you find like this backpack that you can wear on your back for water? Yeah, the hydration pack. It doesn't hold items. What was that? That was... Yeah, I saw that too. That was funny. That was weird. What was it? It was some sort of a weird glitch. Oh, another one. Paid DLC. That's a good one. No, there's definitely something like messed up with the map rendering because it shouldn't be like this. I think it's the right way. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the right way to Irvington. You found an axe. I did add the sun mod. Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing it. It's so beautiful. It's actually really cool, guys. Look, it's like gives you these sun rays. This railroad, I think it's the railroad that leads into Ekron. So basically, when we get to Irvington, I am like proclaiming myself the mayor of Irvington. Yeah, you weren't muted, but it's fine. We didn't understand a single thing, don't worry. It's all good. Riders, right? Like having trains would be awesome. The problem is that there is probably nobody that can like effectively drive them right now because everyone's dead. Oh, you guys should meet up over there because Rusty Rifle is like an excellent location in Muldrow. It's probably after the update. I mean, in Build 42, I would say Rusty Rifle is arguably the best location to base in Muldrow, like directly in the city and not on the outskirts. I think we're gonna pass on Guns Unlimited. I think that's not a good idea. Andy! Oh, I just got... Yeah, I think that's my fault. I think we reached... I mean... I think the map chunk didn't load or something. LOL? What happened? My DDoS worked. That's funny. That like we didn't reach like the end of the map yet. This must have been something wrong with the map loading. I don't know. Weird. So the funny thing is that the console says that the server is online. Okay, the console says that the server is online, so we should try and rejoin. But it like we were driving and we like approached. I mean, you can see it on stream, but we were driving and we reached like a new chunk of the map which just didn't load. It was all black, and then we all lost connection. I'm wondering if if we log in, if it's not gonna crash the server again. Andy, come on, hop on. Let's play. Dude, exploring in Project Zomboid is awesome. So I think one of the most fun things to do is like not sit on your ass for the entirety of the game, but really just like get yourself moving. So in the current playthrough that I am playing offline and online is I am like just outside of the Louisville airport, and that is just an amazing location. I've never been there. And the question was, what is the one thing that I like about Zomboid the most? That is such a good question, because if you consider the fact that I have over 1,000 hours played in this game, I don't it's chill. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's sandbox, so you always find something to do. You play the way you want to play. You can do things you want to do. There is no script. There is no defined way of how to play it. So it's just fun. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close to Irvington. We're not that far away. We should get there before dusk. Bunkers or underground areas? Look, you could do that. The question is, how many bunkers were there in Kentucky in the 90s? So the thing is, like, how much do you want to stay true to, like, you know, your realistic map? Because basically the map that is currently in the game is kind of trying to reflect that particular area of Kentucky. I was mentioning that in some of the videos that I was making about the various different locations. Is that these towns tend to represent real life towns. And if they want to stay true to, like, Kentucky's map, then the question is, did they have any bunkers there? There is a bunker behind Phallus Lake. We did visit it once on stream, actually. There is the Brandenburg shelter, which I hate because I died there in one of the most ridiculous way. Yeah, there's gonna be like a right turn. It's gonna, yeah, to Echo Creek. I know where we are. Well, if you break the window, so just a tip, if you break the window, never break the driver's side window. Samuel, thank you. I usually don't stream on a Saturday. I just wanted to hype up the release of the server, so I'm glad that you're happy to see me. It's actually quite intimidating that people are happy to see me. Usually only my wife and my dogs are happy to see me. So how are you? How was your Saturday? And as you're mentioning, like going back to the bunker discussion, there's definitely gonna be bunkers like we can. There's definitely gonna be added. Like you can easily do that. Yeah, go ahead, tell me. You have a gun? Nice. Oh, this is busted completely. But let's check the back. Maybe they have some meds. Oh, you've lost your witch's hat. That's horrible. I love these kinds of like cool collectibles. Thank you. Like, you know, like witch's hat, or wizard's hat. These types of things. They're always awesome. Yes, Andy, the server is modded. There are mods now. Yeah, we should like, take it. So I got a very light mod pack at this stage. Just some quality of life stuff like a reworked toolbar, like proximity inventory. I got some cars added. I have some like this new mod which went viral. Actually, you can even see it right now, which changes the color of the sunset and makes the game look much better. So there is like currently 15 mods running. I'm gonna be adding more while we go. But I've spent, and I'm not lying, Andy. I've spent like 8 hours setting this up today. So I almost got gray hair at some point. So I didn't have the energy nor the strength to add more. But we're gonna be adding more. One of the things that I definitely want to add is a mod which allows you to make cheese, because I think that's essential for happiness of people. The crafting fix multiplayer mod, what is that? Does anybody know? I've never heard of it. No Saf's cooking, but there is Project Cook. I'm gonna add Saf's cooking at some point, maybe tomorrow morning when nobody's gonna play. Oh, can you, Andy, can you post it to the Discord, please? Because I wasn't familiar with that issue. Like, just post it, please, on the server like channel in Discord, and I'll have a look at it later. I'm actually gonna stream for like 40 more minutes. I will need to run because I need to take care of my dogs. My wife is out for the weekend. I am home alone, and usually she's the one that takes care of the dogs in the evenings. This time it's my duty, so I will like wrap up in about 30 to 40 minutes. But guys, there's actually wow, there's 19 of you. That's a lot. I'm a bit intimidated. That's nice. Guys, if you wanna join in and play, we're playing. Just hop onto Discord. All the details about the server are on the Discord. Ingi, yes, we are waiting for you. We are absolutely waiting for you. If you're having an issue with the hammer, you can always use a stone as a solution. Stone works as a hammer. If you're in a warehouse, then you're all good. We are Kingy, answering your question. We are all over the place. So some guys are in Muldrow. We are actually heading to Irvington. That. So we're about to reach one of my favorite bases of all time in Zomboid. Oh, that's a lovely group. It's right outside the base, actually. Tanda, we're almost there. We're gonna stay here in this base. So I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with this particular house, but it's hard. It's really hard to find a better place. This place is dope. This place is my absolute favorite in the entire southwestern area of the game. It has pretty much everything you want to lead like a long and peaceful life. A huge garage. You can really like play with the garage. I would love to have that digital watch, please, because I don't have one. Thank you. Are you collecting those digital watches because you want to use them for grinding electrical? That's tedious. There are better ways to do so. There are no passwords, actually. Of course you can join. All you need to do is just hop on Discord and... the only thing you need to do is hop on the Discord. The details on how to join the server are in there. So, I am not limiting this to, like, any private audience or anything. The only limitation, guys, the only limitation is that currently I've bought the subscription on Indifferent Broccoli. They are hosting, I am hosting the... Hey there, good evening to you. I am hosting the server on Indifferent Broccoli, and the subscription model that I paid is going to maintain up to 16 players. But look, if at some point there's gonna be more demand, I'm just gonna buy I'm gonna buy a higher tier subscription, and I'm just gonna be able to maintain up to 32. But we'll see. So we're starting with 16 slots, and we'll see where the future takes us. Yeah, it seems clear. We gotta eat something, bro. We can just eat some, like, jarred cabbage, that's it. But we have a postcard from Alcatraz. And I have some, like, ham, so I'm good. It's build 42, right? It's build 42. 42.13.1. Modded. So guys, tell me, who already tried multiplayer in Zomboid? Maybe I should actually run a survey, hold on. Because I'm curious. I saw somewhere, I think it was on Reddit, I saw a post which was claiming that it was claiming that only like 5 or 6% of all the Zomboid players actually play multi. Alright, so I'm gonna run a quick survey just to see. If like, what's your opinion on this particular topic? Really curious to see the outcome. also Paul, all three. Yeah, that's probably, I probably should like add another option. So we're all over the place basically. To answer your question, some of the crew is in Muldrow. Myself and another player, we are currently east of Irvington. But feel free to spawn anywhere. Actually, guys, the server started an hour and 10 minutes ago, so it's a fresh playthrough. Nothing is looted, nothing is destroyed, so you're free to like try and like spawn anywhere you feel comfortable. We will try, by we I mean myself and Mr. Sandalini over here. We will try to make this location somewhat livable. Oh, Andy, thank you so much. Bro, you keep on like donating. That's so cute. Like I don't know what to say. You don't need to donate, but thank you. I really appreciate it. Sandow, I'm gonna be going offline in like 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to take care of the dogs. So again, as mentioned before, we are all over the place. So everyone is in a different location. I think Rosewood was not... there is nobody like spawning in Rosewood. I haven't seen anyone's... I haven't heard anyone spawning in West Point as well. So these locations are kind of open. If you want to be close to other players, it's either Muldrow or you can spawn and head to Irvington. And I'm going to show you quickly on the map where we are. So myself and Sandalini, if you just look at the map, Echo Creek is going to be over here, Rosewood is going to be over here, and Irvington is going to be over here. So that should give you kind of a rough understanding of where we are. Or, and I'm going to do a shameless plug here, if you're going to watch my video on Irvington specifically, I don't recall exactly which episode of the masterclass that was, but I did make a video about Irvington. I've like devoted at least 60 seconds of that video specifically to this house, and you should be able to find it. So if you guys want to base with me, this is where you should be heading. Oh. You guys cannot, like, I am so happy that it's actually working. I spent so much time trying to get the mods to work, that the fact that I am currently like able to run it and have mods like functioning, that's amazing. You can try and like Echo Creek, you will not be able to spawn because Echo Creek is for some reason not available on the spawn list, but you will easily get there from either Rosewood or Riverside. It's just a like half a day drive. $40 what? 40 zombies. A friend of mine would say, just use a pipe bomb. And I would tend to agree. Engineer is such a based skill. Sandalini, I'm gonna try and reorganize this place a little bit so it makes more sense. Awesome. And I'm gonna arrange it in the way that I like it. Yeah, we should have either cows or boars or something. Not pigs, actually, not boars, but there should be at least one boar also. So if we have pigs, the only thing we would need is like one cow, and like we should be all good. Remco, good evening to you. Like, yeah, hop on anytime you can. I'm not gonna be online in like 20 minutes because I don't want to repeat myself, but I do have to take care of my dogs. So like, walking, feeding them and stuff. But the crew is playing. I mean, the guys are on Discord, so join anytime you want. Boars are not aggressive to one another. Rams and bulls are. The server is gonna be running at all times. So I am not doing. It's not a locally hosted server. It's hosted on a hosting service. So it's gonna be online at all times. The only time it's gonna be online at all times. But if nobody's gonna be playing it, then the timer will stop and the time will simply not run. But the server is gonna be like live at all times. So if you're in a different time zone, that's not an issue. Oh, I gotta see if the delete function. Oh, and the delete function works. Oh, that's great. That's also one of the things that did not work before. You're wearing a bra. That's nice. Congratulations. No, of course that my name is not Gertrix in real life. So the etymology of my nickname is very long and quite, I don't want to say it's complex, but when I started playing World of Warcraft, I picked a random name for my character. I played a dwarf paladin, so I needed to find a name which would like fit a dwarf paladin. And it was Gertren, but like I didn't like that eventually, and I started to play Warlock a lot, and I played like a gnome warlock, basically. So gnomes are very small, right? So I needed something that starts with a ger, but kind of reflects the smaller character, and I came up with Gertrix, and I've been Gertrix ever since. For 20 years now, actually. Kind of, yeah. So that was one of the things. A buddy of mine who was playing as a human priest, his character's name was Pan Remix. So like Panoramix, but Pan Remix, and Pan in Polish is Sir. So like loosely translated to English, it was like Mr. Remix, but it sounded Pan Remix, so like Panoramix. So he was Pan Remix and I was Gertrix. I am playing a female character. There are no traits related to that. I think so, yeah. And that's actually a good thing to do. I mean, if you have friends who can give you nicknames and you're like cool with them, that's great. I do. Hey, that's great. That's good that you've joined. A friend of a friend of mine that I did play EVE Online with, he also had a cool story about his original character's name, but I am not able to like even talk about it on stream because it just involves way too many curse words. And I try to be civil in the streams. Answering the question if my wife will join the multiplayer server. I would love to have my wife join the server. If there was one like New Year's wish that I would like to have materialized is for her to play with us. Unfortunately, I'm still like trying to get there. The deal was with her that if I ever reach like 5,000 subscribers on the channel, she might like start to play with me just as sort of a, you know, like milestone celebration. Now the funny thing is, we made that bet when I was at like 1,500, and the channel I think right now is at 4.6. So what seemed to be like really impossible back then, it's starting to become a oh, that's nice. That's nice. Bring them in. Let's have a drink. So what seems to be like completely completely impossible to achieve starts to be really realistic. At this pace, it's gonna happen next month. So we will see. I would love to have my wife play with me, like play with us. She's horrible at killing zombies. We did play a bit together, and she's horrible at killing zombies. But there are things to do, you know. You have to cook, and I don't want to sound chauvinistic. It's just things which are less dangerous, right? So taking care of the plants, taking care of the farm, fishing, organizing food. These are all things which are essential for like long-term survival, which you can do and not expose yourself to any danger. So yeah, we will see. I hope it's gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, like, there are so many things you can do that would keep you occupied, and they are like important for like a base establishment, right? You need carpentry, you need like farming, you need animals, you need somebody needs to sew the clothes because that's also an essential part, right? So it gives you extra protection. There are so many things to do. Hey Sarah! Hello to you. Want to come and join us? Want to play with us? I gotta organize the space because it's a mess. The sleep is enabled, so you are able to sleep, but the sleep is not mandatory, so the character will not need to sleep, basically. But you can do that, so you can like just put your character to sleep, but the problem is that the time will still run normally, so like instead of sleeping, if everybody sleeps, then the time will speed up, but that would require coordination. Bedtime, people. Sarah, to answer your question, you gotta hop onto my Discord because that's where all the details on how to join the server are. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream very soon, because I have stuff to do. But I really wanted to do this stream, like even though it's been like super short, unusually short for me. I wanted to like show you that we have the server, that the server is live. We can actually all play on it. Again, to reiterate, it's completely free. I do not intend to ever make it paid. So if you want to hang out, if you want to try multiplayer, or if you're looking for a place to play multiplayer, this could be one of your options. I plan to keep this server going. I don't intend to do any frequent wipes. I would like this to be really a long-term type of a thing, with probably some wipes in the future, but those need to be justified by either like important game updates or stuff like that. I set it up in a way so it's gonna be challenging but not impossible. There are some quality of life mods running. I will be adding mods as we go. The server will also be on a regular restart, so the game feels so it doesn't, you know, like run sluggish or something. And yeah, I mean, if you want to join, you have to hop onto my Discord. That's also where we discuss what we want to add to the server. I might be doing some events on the server as well. I do have a few ideas of some, you know, secret drops, for example, setting you off on some wild, like wild goose chase spaces. That's how you say it, I think. I'm not sure. I mean, like, English is not my native language, but that's basically what we're gonna do. Anyways, I mean, like, over 20 of you, which is more than I usually have. I actually feel bad for finishing, but my dogs will just soon start to be really frustrated with the fact that instead of having dinner, excuse me, it's time, you're sitting in front of the computer and yapping to people. So I would love to stay with you guys longer, but I will be wrapping up. Please join the Discord and hop on the server if you want to play. And who knows, maybe I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I am home alone for the entire week. I have nobody to talk to except my dogs and you, so at least you're keeping me company, which I really appreciate. And yeah, I hope I'll see you soon. The latest I'm gonna see you is on Monday, because I will be streaming in my regular schedule on a Monday. But maybe I'm gonna do something tomorrow also. Anyways, it was lovely chatting to you guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the weekend, because weekend is the time when we enjoy ourselves. And I'll see you again. Cheers.